Hello, Potato. It is October the 1st, and no matter how you want to debate it, it is now officially spooky season. And you can tell because when you go into the shops, they're putting out Christmas stuff. Now, if you watch this channel, you know that I love blind box things. I love little bits of plastic tat. I love advent calendars. I've done like an advent calendar video, or series of videos, obviously it's more than one video, for like 7 years now. I've even done a couple of years of Halloween countdown calendars. Now, I've always been a little disappointed in those because they've always just been 13 days. I think they've pretty exclusively been like Funko Pocket Pops. I think I've done like 3 or 4 years of Funko Pocket. We did like 2 of horror, a Nightmare Before Christmas one, and a Simpsons Treehouse of Horror one. And there's little bits of some of them visible. Like there's a Grim Reaper Homer there, I think you can see next to No Face and Homerzilla. And we got Lydia from Beetlejuice over there. Do we have anybody else we can actually see on camera? There are other ones that you can't see on camera, like just off camera. There's one of the twins, the Grady twins. The other Grady twins here somewhere. She wandered off, but we'll find her one day. We've got Audrey too up there. You can't see them though. But I've always been a little disappointed in them because they're only 13 days. Also disappointing is that Lego doesn't do one. Lego has like 5 different advent calendars for Christmas time, but none for Halloween. How awesome would a Lego Halloween countdown calendar be? You could do like things that are homages to like Monster Fighters and Alien Invasion. You could do little, minifigures, of course, of horror figures, alien figures. You could do minifigures or like mini builds that are like reminiscent of the old Monster Fighter sets or the Alien sets or some of the space sets even. And when I say horror, I don't mean like Jason and Freddy. I mean like the Wolfman and vampires and stuff we saw like in Monster Fighters, stuff that are in the new Haunted Mansion, no, not that one set. Those kind of things. We've had the monster minifigures before. Some more monster minifigures would be awesome. I would absolutely do a 31-day Lego Halloween countdown calendar, but I know, we have a lot of Halloween stuff from this year, but we're still not there yet. Maybe someday. Maybe somebody at Lego will watch this video and go, you know what? That's not a bad idea. It's not likely, but it could happen. But anyways, normally when I do these Halloween countdown videos, yeah, they start halfway through the month because they're only 13 days. But this year, I have a 31-day countdown calendar. Found this at Warehouse Club, and it was $40, which honestly, I know I spent $35 on the Lego ones, but for some reason $40 it seemed a little much. Maybe because we went in there to get like a salad, and we walked out with like 2 advent calendars, 2 big packages of sausages, a book, and eventually our salad. But so such as Warehouse Club. But I saw this there and it was $40. I'm like, it's a 31-day. I'm hoping it's 31 days of actual plastic tat, not like decals and stuff. I know there's like a Christmas bluey one, but like half of it's stickers. But I've seen it for sale on Amazon for $70, which at the time I did not realize quite the significance of. I have since noticed the box clearly says this is a Warehouse Club exclusive item, which means Amazon was selling it as a reseller, wasn't like the normal going price for it. Also slightly more annoying is that like 2 weeks later they marked it down to $30. But oh well, I want to make sure I got one, and hopefully, I felt like it was worth $40 more or less to me at the time. Hopefully, we'll still feel that way come the end of the month, because this month, all of October, there'll still be Sunday videos, but all of October, we're going to be opening up the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror countdown calendar. 31 days of surprises. Hopefully all bits of plastic. Now we know from the back. I haven't looked too much into this to see what we're going to get here. But looks like we're going to have some plastic figurines because like there's Witch Marge and there's Snail Lisa, which I think there was a Funko Pocket Pop of Snail Lisa. I don't know what I have done with the rest of the Simpsons Halloween pops. Maybe they'll turn up at some point in this month. They can't be too far from where I'm standing right now. They're somewhere. Maybe they'll turn up. Maybe we'll do some comparisons later on in the month. But I do see there's gonna be some pop-up stuff here, and hopefully we're not gonna have like little cardboard cutout things. That would be really disappointing. Really disappointing is the word I was trying to say there. But it says there's exclusive horror figures. And yeah, I didn't realize initially that this was a Warehouse Club exclusive. I just noticed shortly before starting to record these that it lists their the Warehouse Club contact information for around the world, much like it did on the mini lantern. And this is, I believe, by Jakks Pacific. I think it said Jakks on there. Which, I mean, to me, back from my KB days, was the company that made all the wrestling figures. Yeah, there we go, Jakks. So, yeah, they used to make, I don't know if they still do, but they used to make all the wrestling figures. And they were honestly, I mean, for the time period, for 20 years ago, they were pretty good looking, like well-sculpted figures. I didn't collect them because I haven't watched wrestling since before WCW stopped being an independent thing. That's how long that's been. But there's words on here. Let's read the words, and then we will get into it. Obviously, this should be like the longest video in this series, except for maybe the last day. I think on Halloween, I may do something a little extra. But for today, let's read the back here, and then we will open up day one, because this should be like the longest video of the series, with the exception of maybe Halloween. Treehouse of Horror Countdown Calendar. Get ready to count down to Halloween throughout the entire month of October with the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror 31-day countdown calendar. Open a box each day and reveal a spooky figure. After opening all the boxes, display the figures with the graveyard pop-up environment and create a fun and ghostly scene. Exclusive horror figures, pop-up environment pieces, 20th Century Fox, matte graining, and lots of contact information for Warehouse Club. Will this be worth 40 bucks? 30 bucks would have been better, because that would have been like, $1 a figure, basically. Now we have like $1.33 per figure, something like that. So will they be worth $1.33 each? Just find out. And hopefully, will we include things that were missing from the Funko one, like Raven Bart? Raven Bart was pictured on the Funko one. There is actually a full-size Funko Pop of Raven Bart from 4 or 5 years ago. But my biggest disappointment of the Funko Pocket Pop Simpsons Treehouse of Horror 13-day spooky countdown was that it didn't have a Raven Bart. Raven is like my favorite all-time Simpsons Treehouse of Horror segment out of 37 years or whatever it is now. Literally, like most of them, like 2 generations. There are 2 generations of people on this planet who never lived in a time where The Simpsons was not making new episodes. That's weird. But my point was that out of almost 4 decades worth of Treehouse of Horror, one of the segments from the very first one is still my favorite. The Homer reading the Raven is my favorite Treehouse of Horror segment of all time. But let's, even when I haven't watched Simpsons, I usually will watch Treehouse of Horror. Even when I haven't kept up week to week. I did watch Treehouse of Horror generally every year, and around this time of year, may marathon a few of the episodes of it. Super disappointed that Disney Plus does not do like a Treehouse of Horror playlist where you can just have it play those, because I do watch Simpsons when I'm doing, or I listen to Simpsons when I'm doing Lego build videos, and whenever I've watched either like Christmas ones or Halloween ones, it always like screws up where I was in my watch through. For those who are interested, which I can't imagine with many, I'm currently in season 34. I've been watching them during Lego builds since Disney Plus started, and I'm only on season 34. All right, let's break the seal here. I should use my KB branded cutter. There we go. And see what we're looking at. So, there's more seals on the side. Yep, there's one down there too. And over there. All right. Well, that's not totally surprising. So then we have 31 little panels in our Springfield Cemetery. Pet Cemetery's through, I guess, the smaller door there. So we have some pop-up things. So let's pop up. I pop these up without, like, ripping them. We've got Ghost Homer and a very, very fat Ghost Homer. And Lisa, and that tombstone says your name here. Down here, oh, you can't see. I guess, hold on, let me adjust the camera a little bit. So you can see the whole graveyard. There we go. Got Slow News Day. We've got Frank Grimy Grimes. We have a jack-o'-lantern with, I don't know, a piece of candy in its mouth and a witch hat. Is that a reference? I don't get that one. We have Snowball 10. No, Snowball 1, sorry. Zombified. We have Santa's Little Helper as a sheet ghost. Got our last joke tombstone here. Lose weight now, ask me how. And we have a Homer lantern. That's pretty cute. They should actually know, they have like the Mickey lantern and the mini lantern at Warehouse Club. They should maybe do a Homer lantern. That's pretty cool. All right. So we've got our graveyard. Now we're all set to begin the spooky Halloween countdown fun by opening window number 1, door number 1, box number 1, tomb number 1. If I can find it, I'm talking because I don't see number 1. I see number 2. Number 2 is huge, but I don't see number 1. Anywhere, 29, 20. Do you see it? Can you, if you see it, shout it out. Okay. You're right. It's right there. Okay. I heard you. Thank you. Who is behind grave number 1 in the cement part of the cemetery? It's not a figure, but I think it's also from the very first Treehouse of Horror. It's the cookbook. How to Cook for 40 Humans. Now, I think this was an Outer Limits episode. I think it was that was making fun of, called To Serve Man. And if I remember right, in the original, it's been a long time since I've seen the actual, either the cartoon, well, I've probably seen the cartoon last year, but seen the original, I think, Outer Limits episode. Was it Outer Limits or was it Twilight Zone? I can't remember. Hold on, I'm going to look. It was Twilight Zone, Series 3, Episode 24, To Serve Man. So in it, yeah, the aliens come to Earth and they offer to basically cure all of humanity's ills and fix all the stuff we've screwed up, which would be a much bigger job nowadays than it would have been back then. And they give the people a book and offer them a chance to be taken back to the home world. And it's not till the end when the scientists realize that to serve man is not because they want to help humanity. It's a cookbook. And they go running to the ship as people are loading on. It's a cookbook. It's a cookbook. And that episode of the Treehouse of Horror, which I think was in the very first one, was a joke about that, which was it was like how to cook human. They misunderstood it to how to cook humans, and then it was how to cook 40 humans, and how to cook 4 humans, and it was like it's a running gag. And it turned out that Kang and Kodos were actually just trying to help humanity after all, and we ruined it by misunderstanding the title of the book. So yeah, that's our first figurine. It's a little plastic book. I mean, well rendered, a neat little thing. Not the most auspicious start to our calendar, but cute. It's cute. I do like it. I wonder if I can make a action figure hold that, because that feels like it'd be a cool thing to have just out on display normally. But all right, that's day 1 down. 30 days to go, 30 days to Halloween. Plan your costumes, get your decorations, build your spooky Lego sets. And by the time all these graves are open, it'll be Halloween. So what do you think? Is this worth it? Is this worth $1.33? I think that's what my math came out to for these. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think. So I wonder if each one will be from a different year. That'd be disappointing because, again, the first year was The Raven, and I would rather have a Raven Bart than How to Cook 40 Humans. But not that I dislike this, but Raven Bart would have been better if that's how it's going, and it may not be. We've opened one day, just happens to be from Series 1. We'll find out tomorrow if that sort of carries forward. But what do you think of How to Cook 40 Humans? What do you think about that episode of Treehouse of Horror? Let me know in the comments below. But thank you for watching. I hope you found it interesting and entertaining. And I hope to see you again tomorrow for the Treehouse of Horror Countdown Calendar, day number 2.